I am in the top 1%.
And that's what makes you just you and me, me.
I'm in the top 1%. I'm in the top 1%.
With everything going on in the world today, I thought that it would be great that I make my official debut here in the YWC. And if you've been living under a rock for the past few years, you would obviously know that the YWC means the YouTube wrestling community. So my very first video here on YouTube is going to be about the newly found year-long company, AEW, All Elite Wrestling, their very next show, which is going to be a 2-night event, July the 1st and July the 8th. But I'm here talking about night one, AEW's Fyter Fest. Before I get into predictions, I just first off want to say that, holy crap, this year alone has featured a lot of 2-night events. If you go back to January, New Japan Wrestle Kingdom was a 2-night event. WrestleMania this year was a 2-night event. And someone can correct me, if I'm wrong here. NXT, the Great American Bash, is going to also be, a 2-week event. This week and next week as well. And AEW Fyter Fest is going to be a 2-night event. It's just the difference when NXT and AEW, besides New Japan and the main roster of WWE, NXT and AEW, it's going to be in a week. It won't be like, night one's going to be on a Wednesday, and then the next day, that Thursday. No, they're going to separate it into a week. That's the only main difference. So 2020 has been a lot of 2-night events. Just wanted to point that out there. All right, so we got a tag team match, and notice that a lot. There's 3 tag team matches taking place on night one. We got Private Party versus Santana and Ortiz. And if somebody does decide to click on this video, I want you to go in the comment section and give me your thoughts on this whole alliance with Matt Hardy and Private Party. If you've been following Being the Elite, if you've been following AEW ever since Matt Hardy's been coming to AEW, Broken Matt Hardy, I should say, he's been under these gimmicks. You got Broken Matt Hardy, you got I guess gangsta version of Matt Hardy. I don't know, but not gangster version, but Private Party version of Matt Hardy. I don't know, but I got Private Party winning this one. This is feels like it's gonna be your standard tag team match. I'm not saying it's gonna be a bad tag team match. This looks like to be a really good tag team match, but I got Private Party winning this one. I feel like that Private Party is getting ready to start to get some steam. They're about to get the smoke. And by smoke, I mean the push. No pun intended, but I don't know. But, I just got Private Party. This seems like a standard heel versus babyface match. I got Private Party winning this one. We got another tag team match with Jurassic Express versus MJF and Wardlow. And these guys have been feuding a lot, recently. MJF and Jungle Boy literally had what many people call the match of the night at Double or Nothing. And this past week on Dynamite, last week really, if you want to call it that, but we had Wardlow and Luchasaurus finally face off in a lumberjack match because if you guys go back, AEW was supposed to have their big blood and guts show, and Luchasaurus and Wardlow was supposed to be facing each other in a lumberjack match. So they moved that to the recent episode of Dynamite, and so they've been getting in each other's faces. So this, again, standard baby face versus heel. But if I had to say, and I might get heat on this, but I don't care, I got MJF and Wardlow winning. And here's why. I would explain it now, but I think that this is going to relate a lot to night 2. So I will talk about this more in the night 2 predictions when I talk about night 2. So yeah. All right, so next we got the AEW Women's World Championship between Hikaru Shida versus Penelope Ford. To be perfectly honest with you guys, going back to when Hikaru Shida won the AEW Women's World Championship back at Double or Nothing, I was happy. Was not happy just because she earned it, but it was time for Nyla Rose to drop the belt. In my personal opinion, and some could say, oh, well, you see, it wasn't a bad reign. But in my opinion, Nyla Rose just did not have a good reign as world champion, dude. Like, she won the world championship, and let's see, she won it on an episode of Dynamite. She defended the championship at Revolution against Chris Statlander. And to be perfectly honest with you, she really hasn't really done nothing with the championship yet. So I was kind of happy that they decided to bring the belt off her, because I was just not feeling the reign at all. You know, the reign was just stale, you know. I just wasn't feeling it, you know. You know, when you got that feeling about something. Well, that's what I felt about. I didn't feel absolutely nothing with the Nyla Rose Women's Championship title reign. So I was happy that they put it on Hikaru Shida. So obviously Hikaru Shida is going to win the match. I mean, it's obvious, dude. Like, you know, love Penelope Ford, but Penelope Ford, in my opinion, is just not quite ready for the AEW Women's World Championship. And I'm not saying that she's going to be world champion. I'm just saying, like, you want to put the title on her now? You know what I mean? Like, really? So I got Hikaru Shida winning this, because that would just be plain out crazy if they actually take the belt off Hikaru Shida and put it on Penelope Ford. You know what I mean? So yeah. So one of these two is obviously going to be the main event. It seems like the tag team might be the main event. I don't know. Who knows? But I'm just going to say it. Kenny Omega Jesus Christ. Kenny Omega and Adam Page versus Best Friends, Chuck Taylor and Trent, the AEW World Tag Team titles. This is going to be a bold prediction. I know some are probably going to say, well, the tag team titles should be retained by Kenny Omega and Adam Page. But in my personal opinion, again, I'm using that a lot, and sorry for using that a lot, but I think, and I understand that there's no crowd involved, but this is the perfect time for the Best Friends to win the AEW Tag Team titles. And I'm going to explain why. They've been teasing a lot. This Hangman and Kenny Omega split, you know what I mean? And the Kenny Omega and Hangman title reign has gotten to a point where it's like, okay, they had a good reign. Take the titles off, give it to the Best Friends. Because I know some people may not like the Best Friends. I know, yes, they could be cringy, but the Best Friends yes, they can have that great match. And I feel like when it comes to the best friend story, going back and looking at, their history, they've never won a tag team championship ever. Not in New Japan, not on the indie scene, nowhere. They never won the gold. I think that it's their time. So basically what I'm saying is I got best friends winning this. And I got Adam Page turning on Kenny Omega, or they might pull a swerve and Kenny Omega turns on Adam Page, and we see the return of the cleaner, Kenny Omega. I know it may sound too much, considering the fact that there is no crowd. But DC, there has to be a crowd. Heel turns. There's gotta be a crowd reaction. There is no crowd. Well, I mean, considering the fact they're using wrestlers as fans, and they do got a couple of fans in the arena. Which for some strange reason, if you go back and look at the Orange Cassidy and Chris Jericho battle, I do not see none of those practicing social distancing. But hey, let them get COVID. If they get COVID, hey, I'm just saying, it's your health, bro. It's your life. Do whatever you need to do. What you need to do to survive, brother. But yeah, I have best friends winning it. I think they might do the split right there, and if not, they're gonna still tease it, but it's just like, okay, bro, just do the heel turn. I understand, you gotta do your long-term storytelling booking, but just do what you gotta do. I just got best friends winning it. Okay, so in our main event, well, I don't know if it is gonna be the main event. It might be the co-main event. Hell, it might even open up the show. Cody versus Jake Hager for the TNT Championship. And Jesus, dude, if AEW, puts the title on Jake Hager, I don't know how to react, because I think Jake Hager is boring. Okay? When Jake Hager first debuted, people were hyping this dude up like, oh my God, like Jake Hager, he's gonna be this monster. This ain't the same Jake Hager that we saw in the other company. We're gonna see a new Jake Hager. He's gonna be ruthless. He's gonna be aggressive. Gotta be ruthless and aggressive, huh? Wow. He's gonna be ruthless and aggressive. Yet when he fought Dustin Rhodes, it felt like I was watching a Jack Swagger versus Goldust match on WWE Superstars. I'm not trying to be like, oh, stop being such a hater. I'm just, again, my opinion, it's my predictions. This is how I feel. And I feel like Jake Hager is a guy who shouldn't be anywhere near championship title picture. I understand, we're in a company where wins and losses matter. But for crying out loud, who in their right mind thought Jake Hager was going to beat Jon Moxley? And who in their right minds thinks that Jake Hager is going to beat Cody when he, with the same scenario with Hikaru Shida, won the title, even though he shouldn't have won it. Let's be real here. I know we all love Cody. His matches from time to time can get boring. You don't believe me? Ask Mike Tyson about that. We all knew Lance Archer should have won. In my opinion, he should have won. Love Cody, but what was the whole point of building Lance Archer up as this star? This monster that people were saying, man, what a great job. AEW's booking this dude better than they did in New Japan. Hell, they're booking him better than they did that other monster among men in the other company did. Bro, I just thought that it was Lance Archer's time because you build him up as this monster, this like monster that couldn't be beat, and then he loses to Cody just like that. And then some people, you know, will be like, well, you know, it's going to be okay. Lance Archer's not hurting. Yeah, Lance Archer's not hurting. Lance Archer is wrestling on AEW Dark. And let's be real here. Who watches AEW Dark? Okay, I only watch AEW Dark because my boy Flato del Sol's on there. But besides that, you know, I don't know. That press conference was okay. It wasn't. People were saying that, oh, this is the greatest press conference of all time. Me personally, yeah, it was alright. I got Cody winning this one. So that is my AEW Fyter Fest predictions. And before I turn this video off, let me just say some final words, because this is my debut, my official debut here on the YouTube wrestling community. Listen, at the end of the day, we are all wrestling fans, okay? My opinion, my thoughts is going to be different from your thoughts. You might think Jake Hager's a star. I might not think that. So, you know, there is no point of getting riled up if I have a different opinion than you. You know what I mean? Like, if I don't think, like, if I was to come out and say, you know, well, Cody's not a main eventer, that's just my opinion. Okay? If you think Cody's a main eventer, fine. But don't get mad when someone else doesn't have the same opinion as you. You know what I mean? I'm just saying that. But, you know, who cares? You know, let's be real here. No one's going to watch this video. There'll probably be maybe 1 or 2 views, but that's it. You know, I'm just doing this channel because I want to talk about wrestling. I want to talk about professional wrestling, bro, at its finest. Even though with everything going on with the world, I want to entertain you guys. And if there is no one, then damn it, I'm going to entertain myself, okay? So those are my Fyter Fest reviews, and yeah. Goodbye and good night.